Hey, what's up guys, Asian Home Videos here. Just wanted to do a quick deck profile of the deck I took to the regional in Los Angeles like last week. I took inzektors, so here's the deck list. Just wanted to show it off before I forgot. Anyways, it was a long weekend last weekend, I think it was, and this past weekend too, but here's the deck list. I did pretty well with it. Didn't do as well as I wanted to do, but I had some bad matchups towards the end of the day, and with Yu-Gi-Oh. Anyways, just wanted to go over the deck real quickly. I'm not gonna. I'll explain a little bit. Just the basic inzektor engine, pretty standard. I like tour guides. Tour guides, so one card into Zen mains, one card into Levier. I kept the tomatoes in because tomato to Dragonfly is just too good, and like, yeah, you win the games with Dragonfly, so it's kind of slow, but I went tomato into Dragonfly all day. It was never horrible. You just have to wait a turn for it to go off, I guess. Troopers, those are okay. I don't like them that much. And one random maxi and one random Gores. I like Gores. I should win the maxi just because I wanted to fit another card in my side deck, and maxi was like just a card that's never really horrible. And then the spells are standard. Ditto token, pretty awesome. Just wanted to show that off. Traps, double threatening. Where I guess this is pretty standard now, but card's good. Just put a centipede on the board and set threatening behind it. And then if you trigger the centipede the first turn, the second turn it's gonna look at the threatening, so you're gonna trigger it again. You search your Dragonfly, and then you can just so much advantage. You're just gonna win. I was running this before that guy won with it at Seattle, so just for the record. 2 calls. I was running 3, but I cut it to 2 because call's kind of slow, and you don't need it. Sometimes it gets cloggy, especially in your opening hand. Sometimes there's like weird hands. You have like Call of the Haunted, Ladybug, stuff like that. Torrential. A lot of people are running this in inzektors because they say, oh, you have a centipede. Yes, occasionally you will have monsters on the field just like all other decks, but Torrential's too good right now, and you need some form of mass removal this format because Mermels and stuff are just way too fast, and I plussed off Torrential a lot. I would not change the Torrentials, they're good. The Bottomless, pretty standard, and one solemn, one of each solemn just because that's how I do things. I'm not really going to explain that. Extra deck, I didn't exceed that often because you don't really need to exceed. You only exceed when you have to, or when you're gonna go for a game really. Like the thing with this deck is a lot of people, if like let's say they open Dragonfly, a lot of bad players who play this deck think that if they open Dragonfly Ladybug that you need to make like a rank 5, like a Armor Ninja or something, like first turn, and that's not the way to go. The most like all the time, if you open Dragonfly Ladybug, what you want to do is you search like the sword because if they have a dark hole, they're gonna dark hole you, so you'll at least get a Dragonfly back. But if they don't have a dark hole, then now like one of your monsters is gonna live, and you're just gonna like just the next turn you're gonna be able to plus again. And yeah, I'm not okay. No more explaining how the deck works. I'm just putting it out there because I've seen a lot of people like they just succeed when they don't need to, and they just that's not the right way to do things. You just want to keep your inzektors on the board because when you have a sword on a centipede or like a sword on a Dragonfly, you're gonna at least get something back if they get rid of it. And a lot of the time, like they won't even be able to get rid of it because you'll have stuff like Bottomless or Threatening. So, and then you're just gonna plus more off the next round, off the next turn. I mean, yeah, puts a lot of pressure on them because you're just getting a lot of advantage. Anyways, these were my matchups over the course of the day. Round 1 I played Mermel, I 2-0'd him. Round 2 I played Dragoonity, 2-0. Round 3, 2-0 another Mermel. Round 4 I played Prophecy. That was a 2-0. I actually got a game loss because I came to the table late. Yeah, but I won the next 2, so pretty much just a 2-0. 5 I played Agents, that was a 2-0. Round 6 I played Inzektors. I 2-0'd him, but he actually got a game loss, so that was really like a 1-0, but yeah, he got a game loss because I can't remember. It was like he spelled something wrong, or he had like an extra card in his extra deck that wasn't supposed to be there. I'm not entirely sure. Round 7, I lost the Chamber, and I was really upset after that. I was gonna make Shockmaster, and I was thinking, oh, I'll just make call traps, but I wouldn't have that wouldn't have been the right thing to do. I would have had to call like spells or monster effects, just so he couldn't like activate his scarecrows. But I was never able to drop this on him because whenever I had more than 2 monsters on the board, he had the lava golem for it, and my field was usually clogged with Ojama Trio tokens, so I just couldn't really do anything. Yep, 0-2, I couldn't do anything against that deck. Around 8, I played Mermel. 2-0. Around 9, I played Macro Gadget. At this point, I was X1, and you have to be X1 to get a playmat. So I lost to the Macro Gadget, so I went to X2, and that was the end of the day for me. Yeah, it was like he opened Thunder King, like set 4. And then he flipped a macro standby phase, and then I was like, yeah, I lost this one. In game 2, I won game 2. I drew into Dragonfly early. I remember that. Game 3, I lost. He opened Thunder King set like 4 again. I actually drew into Heavy really early, and I wasn't going to play it, but I was like, I probably lost anyway, so I played it. And I wasn't going to play it because I was scared of Starlight Road, but he had the bribe, and I ended up trying to grind that game out. What happened was I drew into Gors, and Gors almost won me that game, but at the end of the day he top decked the last monster. And I guess when he opened macro Thunder King, he opened multiple macros because he had a lot of dead back rows that were just sitting there. So I mean that's the downside to that. When you side like stuff like that, it gets kind of cloggy in your opening hand. But he won. It was a cool deck. Props to him. Round 10, I played Agents, and I actually won. That was 2-1, but I scooped to him, so I finished the day X3. I scooped because he didn't have his invite, and I already had my invite. I actually got, it was top 48 for invites. I actually got 46. I didn't think I'd get top 48, but, so I got 1 pack. So, yeah, the agent player gave me his packs, though, because we made a deal. I was like, he just gave me, if he gave me his packs, then I'd give him the invite. But it was just like, yeah, I only plussed 1 pack because if I had taken that victory, I would have gotten 3 packs. So I just got an extra pack because I placed 46, if you know what I mean. He ended up, I talked to him after. He ended up getting 13th. So had I not given him the win, I would have placed. I think I would have placed pretty high, probably higher than him, just because he told me he lost round 1 to a scrub playing Dino Rabbit. So yeah, I lost round 7 and round 9. I had some pretty good tiebreakers, so I would have placed at top 20 for sure. But I think I would have got 13th or higher, just because he got placed 13th. And anyways, yeah, this is the deck. I wouldn't change anything about it. Oh, I had a Gotchi. I really don't know what I'd probably take out the Giga Brilliant, because you never need it, and I don't run BLS. You have OTKs through Leviathan and an Acid Golem already, so take this out for a Gotchi. Everything else would stick. Yep, everything else would stick. I don't think I'd change anything. Yep, here's the deck. It was pretty good all weekend. I just had, you just lose some games sometimes because that's Yu-Gi-Oh, you just, I don't know. I don't want to talk about it. Anyways, thank you for checking out the video. If you like the deck, please rate, comment, and subscribe.